What is going on, my gamers? Croweagleatwar here today, and I'm with Kitty Corp Productions. Taylor, introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody.
Today we are going to be playing some random games on Black Ops 2, and we had a blast. And today we're going to be kind of talking about life in general. Let's just title this Life. Sound good?
Sounds amazing.
Alright. So, me and Taylor, we've been talking, and we have this thing. We have this, like, what is life? And we said, well, you live life, correct? But are you living life? That's a true question right there. Are you living life? And what I mean by that is simply, are you living a robotic life, or are you living the life that you imagine or that you want to do? Taylor, I'm going to start this off with you on your conversation. You can talk to me about it. Are you living your life, or you feel like a robotic in the system of the Matrix?
Actually, I'm a little bit in between both of them because I do go to work and come home, do my daily routine, and just pass out, do it all over again the next day. But at the same time, I try to incorporate my hobbies and passions, like writing, music, doing videos, poetry, all that kind of fun stuff in my spare time. So, to me, that's living life, because I'm not one of those social people who like to go out and party all the time.
Right.
I'm more of a laid-back person who wants to stay home and, chill and watch Netflix and then come up with a commentary about the movie that I just watched. So to me, that's living life instead of just being a total zombie.
Right. Okay, so my question is like this. For the viewers, if you're watching this and listening and you feel like you are a zombie in the system, you know how to change that? First, you need to find something you're good at, and I want you to continue doing it. Even if it's your hobby or whatever, I want you to branch out, explore the world a little bit, and open your mind. Be more open-minded, because the more open-minded you are, I really think that will take you further places in the aspect of you won't feel zombified. I mean, even if you are working a dead-end job, guess what? You know who is making yourself create that dead-end job? It's yourself. When I mean zombified mode, I want you to think about this. You wake up, you do what the government tells you. You have to get a job, and you go in and you put in your 8-hour shift, your just whatever shift you're working. And think about that. You go home and you take a shower, you brush your teeth, turn on the tube, watch that, and then you go back to bed, and you repeat until you have your days off. You're creating a system that is the honeycomb syndrome. Think about that, though. If you want to stop that, go do the stuff you like doing. Honestly, that's what I'm working on. We're both working on that in the aspect of one day our goals and our passions for life is going to be doing exactly what we're doing right now. We're going to take it to a further step. Taylor, if you have any input, go ahead.
Yeah, the further that, what I would suggest is finding a passion in life. Not very many people have that drive to make them want to do something out of their life. Like, my passion is music. It always has been since I was young, and I will never put down my guitar.
Right.
It doesn't matter if the strings are broken or if anything. I will not put down my guitar, and that's the one thing that's keeping me from becoming a zombie, because that's my passion. That's what makes me live life.
That's right. So, if you're at this moment in life and you hate your job, go get another job. Try some new stuff. Don't listen to everybody else say, oh, you got to do this job because, if you leave, you're going to be hurting the system. And don't believe into that bullshit, because that's what jobs are wanting to tell you, because you are just a number to them, especially if you work for a job that I used to work for. You are just a number, and all you do is stock, and that's what they want to see, is just numbers go up. They're not looking at the losses, they're looking at the gains, and that's what you want to look at in life in general. You want to look at your gains. Better yourself to better oneself. I was stuck at a dead-end job. When I look back, I felt I was always angry, hurt, and deprived of my life. When you get to that point and you notice that your work overtakes your life, that's when you need to take a step back and look at your surroundings. Because simply like this, if you look at your surroundings and you notice all of the failures and defeats that you have created, it's because of a job. You need to leave it, and nobody's stopping you. Yourself is stopping yourself. If you have one point in your life and you want to, honestly, you want to get to a point where you can stand on your own 2 feet and enjoy what you do, you need to find that little passion that you have, and I want you to reflect upon that. Even if it's escaping reality, and I'm not talking about drugs and all of that, but if that's what you want to do, go ahead, more power to you. But take a step back, enter a peaceful state. Enter that state and think about what you want to do in life. Don't let other people pressure you into going to college and doing something you don't want to do. College has its own little funds, and it's going to take money, and if you have grants, take them. Do it. If it makes you happy, do it. But don't let dead-end jobs overtake your career. Life in general is simply about understanding yourself. Taylor, I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to end it with my statement. Taylor, what do you think life is about?
Me, life is about just enjoying yourself while you have the chance to. I mean, years are flying and fast that I can't even count it. Like, yesterday it was 2013, and now 2014 is already half over. Holy balls. But, I believe that you should go out and enjoy life while you have the chance before you look back and regret it, because you cannot get time back from life.
If we could, we need to make that. But yeah. Okay, so the meaning of life for me is, first of all, think about this. Our galaxy alone. Think how big that is. Think about your problems. Does your problems amount to the end of our galaxy, to our solar system and beyond? No. Think about how small you are compared to our galaxy. You're a speck in a million specks. The meaning of life for me is about finding yourself and how you impact others. Think about the actions you take for today and tomorrow. How would that impact the next decision you make? Acceptance is the hardest thing in life. Accepting who you are is the thing about life in general. If you can't find yourself, your lost soul, you can change it. The meaning of life for me as well, it is about nothing to do with religion, nothing to do with politics. It's how you live it. If you choose to live a life that is full of lies, full of hate and anger, that's what you're going to have. That's what your life is. But if you surround others in happiness, in glory, and in fame, that will impact others. The meaning of life is simply how you take your roads. Taylor, do you have a question?
Actually, no. I'm just listening to everything that you're saying and, like, agreeing 100%.
Alright, so we're going to move on to the next subject. What is in your future? My future holds a road of glory, because that's what I'm going to make it. We reach bumps in our life to understand how to control them for later on. Control the substances around you, and you can better the chance that you will not lose control. So they took these guys, and they're about to be going to prison. They're still juveniles, and the test was to see if they could handle the boot camp. If they passed the boot camp, they don't have to go to prison. That's their terms. But they had to teach them control. Control for your own body is the hardest thing you will ever learn. Through anything you've gone through in life, you will understand that your angers and stuff later on in life, you can control them a little bit better. So let's say today your car breaks down. It was the starter. Then you get it fixed, and the next day your car breaks down again. Your starter. That's the first thing you go to, correct? Yes, that's the first thing you go to because that's just natural. If we've gone through it before, we're expecting it to happen again. I want you to learn for a little bit later on in life how to control the things that are out of proportion. It can be your job. It can be just life in general. But think about that. How will you control tomorrow's outcome? Taylor, it's been good talking to you. Guys, go check out her channel. It is Taylor Gates, correct?
Yeah, Taylor D. Gates, or you can look me up under Van Panic. It's going to be 2 X's, VAMPANIC, followed by another 2 X's.
I'll put the link in the description. Definitely.
Yeah, that would be great.
All right, guys, I hope you...
Follow me on Facebook, just kidding.
Yeah, follow her on Facebook section in the description. Guys, it's been good hanging with you. Peace out. Like, comment, and share.
But I talk a lot of big talk, stacking for my shoes so I can do my jaywalk. No time to cake talk, in love with my interior. Leather on the insides, I'm feeling so imperial.
Sipping on some monster slug. About to get smashed, pockets full of cash.
Shawty on the side, Easy's got the ride. Shawty got a mad swag, she likes it like that. She can pop it in just a second flat. The way she moves them hips, it sends me on a trip. Like 2 monster slugs, I'm tweaking it to the max. Swerving side to side, let's go out for a ride. 2 pills swallowed on the way to yeah, that's right. Shawty on my side, I feel like $1,000,000. Wanna be on that Donald Trump. Side 6'1". Shawty says she wants to have some fun. Game was close, but I got it unlocked. Steal your pennies, give a damn for your thoughts. Run the game, I done this. Trunk banging like some drumsticks. I'm on it now, and I'm honest now. Wrecking with Crow with Johnny's house. It's going down in a major way. Got no love for y'all saying hey. Penetrate with much precision. And the whip, I'm lane switching. Me and Crow gon' stay getting enemies, we making victim. Y'all ain't pimpin', all of y'all lies, and I ain't a tie with none of y'all guys. Y'all ain't pimpin', all of y'all lies, and I ain't a tie with none of y'all guys. Y'all ain't pimpin', all of y'all lies, and I ain't a tie with none of y'all guys.
Y'all ain't pimpin', how y'all last, and I ain't a tie with none of y'all guys.